Hey, what's up, buddy? It's your not-so-friendly neighborhood cancer here, right? We're bringing you with another clickbait title, and here's a little bit of info. There was some random cunt taking me seriously on the last video, and if you're still watching this, um, I'm sorry to say you're just stupid if you take anything that I say seriously. Anything, absolutely anything at all. Like, if I'm literally begging for my life and you can see a literal gun to my head and you actually watch me get my literal brains blown out, you're stupid. Because, one, why would you care about the life of someone you don't even know? And two, you shouldn't take it seriously. Because it's probably fake brains. It's probably a fake gun with fake sound effects. Right? Yeah, that's something that's something I would do. Oh, and here's a little idea. Me and my friend Zach, we were thinking, because I'm in summer school, I was thinking of an idea for a video, and he was like, because we have to do this project, and it's about like human rights issues and stuff, and we're like, all right, we'll do racism, right? Global racism. So we were like, you know, what would be hilarious as a skit, and I don't know why, but it just makes me really laugh. Is a little like skit of us getting our token black friends, right, and putting them on one side, and then of a road, and then putting me and my friend Zach on the other side of the road, and we're gonna be dressed in like KKK uniforms, right, and they're gonna be yelling Black Lives Matter, and then we're gonna be yelling Black No They Don't, right, and I don't know, I think that would be fucking funny, and it actually has to tie in with this video. This video I'm going to be talking about the Black Lives Matter movement, and how our culture kind of just says, if you don't agree with me, you're racist, homophobic, transphobic, right? Kinphobic, apparently, is a thing. I saw that on Tumblr too. If you don't like other kin, you're kinphobic. Fucking hell. Alright, but yeah, it's become a real issue these past few years, because they've made it an issue, and it's really heightened up in the last year, from 2015 to 2016, because I don't know why, because it's kind of started off with one police shooting, right, which they happen every day, right, but one made its way to the news, and then it continually escalated with, more. It's just like, it wasn't that more of them were happening, it's just that more of them were being broadcasted to the public from serious networks like CNN and such, or like ABC News, if you can even take them seriously, and if you do, well, there you go, right? And the BBC and such, even they talk about it. But it's become a legitimate issue, because they say systemic racism, but they're the racists when they say kill white cops, specifically white cops, specifically white. Technically, I just look white because I'm actually Puerto Rican, but they're more racist than they say the people that are racist, right? Like, the Ku Klux Klan is racist. Not every white person is part of the Ku Klux Klan, okay? And I know I hate the not every cop out, but it's really, really true. It's an extremely fringe group that's not really vocal anymore. Like, no one ever talks about the Ku Klux Klan unless they're joking about them, right? No one ever actually talks about them, because they're not very prevalent anymore. And my friend Zach, who I mentioned earlier, he actually told me that they're trying to actually open up more towards equality, and they're actually trying to, move themselves towards being more equal based, and not being actually so racist, and actually trying to fight for equal rights. I'm not sure if this is actually true. I have no evidence trying to back this up, but he told me that, and I was like, that's not gonna go over well with them. They might as well just go back to being racists. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. No one's gonna be like, I sponsor the Ku Klux Klan. Like, no one's gonna say that, right? But I don't understand why people riot. Rioting is stupid. It's idiotic, right? I guess I understand why people do it technically is because, they're showing their frustration. They're showing, all this pent up aggression. But you're destroying innocent people's livelihoods. You're destroying shops. Old, like 70-year-old men who've been working their entire life in this one fucking coffee shop just got destroyed because one white cop killed one black man. Oh no! Okay, I'm sorry, but more white people get killed by white cops, even proportionately. Even ratio-wise, they get killed by more cops. They get killed by more cops more often. So there goes that. So there goes that argument. That's just a fallacy. And if you say that racial profiling is wrong, whether it's morally wrong or not, it's useful. Cops need to profile. Maybe not racially profile, but profiling is useful. Like, eventually, certain types of people, and I'm not speaking about race, but I'm speaking about, if someone dresses a specific way and they conduct themselves in a specific manner and they speak a specific way, right? You will get more attention. Specifically because people exactly like you have done crimes. And it's just natural. It's natural. It's how our brains naturally work. Okay? When you see some chulo motherfucker, like he has one thing, but he has like one button up here. He's wearing a white tank top, right? He's got like blue jeans sagging, right? And he's wearing Timberlands, and he's walking down the side of the street, on your side of the street, walking past you, and no one else is there. You might think about, I might cross the road. Okay, I'm not saying what everybody would do, and I wouldn't do that either, because I would just say my last name is Martinez, and he'd be like, oh, alright. He'd be like, alright, boy, and keep walking, right? But it's just the Black Lives Matter movement is no longer a protest. It's no longer a group of protesters. It's a group of literal domestic terrorists. They are using terrorism. There are people shooting people saying, kill white cops. I want to kill as many white cops as I can because I hate white people. Right? There are people saying this. Like, do they not realize that they're being more racist than actual racists? Some people don't like black people, but you know what? Sometimes they don't go out and shoot them. You know why? Because they don't care enough, okay? And they'd rather watch Duck Dynasty, okay? Like, it's that simple, alright? They'd rather watch NASCAR and Duck Dynasty, okay? With a beer in one hand and their pimp smacking hand in the other, right? So they can do a little bit of that domestic abuse, you know what I'm saying, mate? Alright? Alright, I'm just saying, this is business, this is domestic abuse, alright? That's the difference, okay? But I don't know. They really confuse me because there's so much double thinking. They're like, this is okay in this specific situation, but this isn't okay in this specific situation. And it's basically, they can turn on each other at any time because their rules of what is racist is always changing, and it's not really glued down, right? And it's basically, if you disagree with somebody of color, you're racist. It's that simple. It's like, I don't care if the person is brown at all. Like, I don't care how much melanin they have in their fucking skin. If someone is stupid and saying something stupid, I'm going to say, you said something stupid, or you are stupid. Like, I don't know why it's so difficult for people to understand this. It really isn't. It's not so difficult, okay? And when I heard about, the Black Lives Matter movement, closing off the Pride Parade in Toronto, I think it was, someplace in Canada, right? Because they were invited, VIP guests said they weren't, right? which is fucking bullshit. But they stopped it. It doesn't have anything to do with them. It literally has nothing to do with them at all. Like, it has to be a safe space for everybody. No, fuck your safe space culture. I don't care. I want it to be an unsafe space, alright? I want this place to look like it's been fucked up by a nuclear fallout, alright? That's how unsafe I want it to be. I want it to be as unsafe as playing Pokemon Go while you walk off a cliff, right? That's how unsafe I want it to be. Alright, but instead of getting stabbed with knives and your phone being stolen, you're being stabbed with logic. That's kind of how I want. So that's really all I have to say for the Black Lives Matter movement and protests. Is they're fucking crazy, man. They're stupid. They're just stupid, and they're terrorists. It's that simple. They are using terror for efficiency, and they're good at it because there's so much people with white guilt. And also, here's another thing: I don't think white pride should be legalized. It should be like a racist term if black people get to say black pride. But I don't really have pride in what my ethnicity is because I don't believe that matters. I believe you should be judged by the merits of your character, and you should be proud about what you have done, not what your ancestors before you have done. But that's all I really have to say. And I also want to say that if the idea at the beginning of me and my friend Zach filming that skit sounds interesting to you, definitely drop a like on this video or comment it down below. That'd be fairly useful for me because I'd like to be able to judge what my viewers would want. If you want more skits or you want more rants such as this, or if you specifically want some other type of content, that would be greatly appreciated. But I won't do horror games. It's not because I'm a pussy. It's because I play them really boringly. I don't scream. I don't act like a little bitch. So, I'm sorry. I won't do reactions either, because I don't react when I watch things, and I don't want to fake my reaction. So that's all I'm gonna say. I know I've said that at least 13 different times, but I hope you all smoke meth and drink bleach by the age of 21. Fuck off.